folks, this is a new day and we are out covering bridges. We have come to the one here at the Indiana State Fairgrounds. Looks like there's a car stopped in the middle of it because they got them. Looks like Markham Auctions is going on.
Take the next left, then you will arrive at your destination.
Cover the cross bridge at the walk. It is a Burr Arch Bridge. Go around here again. It's tight because all the getting ready for the big Merkin car auction. So we're not gonna hang around here long, but
you have arrived.
Well, if this guy's car's died in this, he needs to get out of there.
yeah. Well, I think we're going to head out and get a picture of that. Indiana State Fair covered bridge, constructed and opened in 2008 at the Indiana State Fairgrounds in Indianapolis, Indiana. Although not spanning a water crossing, it is 90 feet long. The bridge is modeled after the rebuilt Bridgeton Covered Bridge in Bridgeton, Indiana. The bridge was constructed by volunteers with Dan Cullum and his construction firm, Square and Level Construction, providing the expertise in overseeing the efforts in building the bridge. Dan Cullum began his restoring bridges career at 17, and it became his lifelong profession. The lumber was provided by the Indiana Hardwood Lumbermen's Association and was cut, sanded, and shaped by Dan's construction firm employees and volunteers using portable sawmills provided by Wood-Mizer. The Indiana Department of Transportation provided a grant, with the Indiana State Fairgrounds officials providing the location for this wonderful Burr Arch design bridge. Be sure to visit the bridge when you are at the State Fair activities and functions. It is currently the only covered bridge that is not on private land and is open to traffic in Marion County. Traders Point Bridge, built in 1876, is the only surviving covered bridge in Marion County built during the covered bridge era. However, it is on private land and is not accessible. I read recently where the Traders Point Dairy had purchased the bridge with the hopes of moving it to their property near the restaurant. I sincerely hope this occurs. I'll keep you up to date as soon as I find out more. Thank you for watching, and more to come. Well, we've arrived at our next destination. This is the Salem Crossing Bridge in Zionsville. It is on private property, so I'm not going to pull down there. I'll let my daughter shine it out there and we'll show a picture of it. I'm going to try to back up out of this and onto the road here. going back to get another look at the Salem crossing covered bridge. It is on private property. I don't want to walk down there or drive down there, but we'll get it a little bit of view of it. On to the next. Thanks for watching. The Salem Crossing Covered Bridge in Zionsville, Indiana, located in Boone County. The bridge was constructed in 1972 by E.J. Murphy using lumber from his childhood home in Seymour, Indiana. The bridge spans Fishback Creek, where it served as passageway for the many animals on the property, and was built using the lattice truss design. The bridge and the surrounding property was purchased in 1982 by the Knurks family. It was renamed Salem Crossing in 1986, originally being known as Horatio's Crossing Covered Bridge. Thank you. Well, greetings, folks. We are coming up on our next bridge. This is the Rolling Stone Bridge. It covers the Big Walnut Creek. We're going to go down here. It is a gravel road, so I wouldn't recommend bringing a motorcycle down here. It is a Burr Arch Bridge. We're going to pull off just a little bit here so we can take a look at it.
You have arrived.
Getting out or staying in?
We'll see how steep it is first.
Well, that door, don't let that door get away from you.
Yeah, because...
Well, you can see we have arrived. This is a Burr Arch Bridge. It is a passable bridge. The Big Walnut Creek looks like it's moving, flowing pretty good. Looks like it's maintained pretty well. I want to get over here to the side, see if I can at least see a little bit of it. It does have windows. It is an active bridge, so we'll listen for traffic. Since it's on a gravel road, you can hear it. This also has the diagonal boards underneath the underlayment. Burr Arch Truss. Isn't that neat? It's got windows midway. Oh, some pretty sights too. The only ironworks I'm seeing in this is the rods and the bolts. I don't see iron plates in it. But well designed. Looks like they've had to paint out the graffiti. Which is, I'm glad they did. I'm having to edit one bridge that I really wanted to see, but I having to edit so much out that I don't know if we're going to have much of a video on it. Looks like farm machinery gotten into the side of it quite a bit. It's a little wider bridge. It's not a real narrow bridge. Let's see if this side's got a... It is a nice county road. This side looks like might actually have some pavement on it. I'm not sure if this is part of Hoosier National Forest or not. 1915. Awesome. It does have a plaque on it. Wow, this is pretty, folks. This is pretty. Well, here's the other side of it. Since it is a gravel road, not much traffic down through here. And of course, we're through here during a Thursday, so traffic's not real heavy. Although there's a lot of farmers in the fields trying to get that planting done. So, with the loose rock and so forth, I definitely would not recommend bringing a bike out here to see it. Definitely this would be a car ride. I see some fishing down. I see some fish down there. This is a nice quiet area. But looking down here, I see iron bolts, but I don't see. I see the iron bolts, but I sure don't see any iron plates. See how that board's attached? Oh, well, we got a bicyclist up here. Well, we'll head back and do our drive across. Thank you. Thanks for watching. The Rolling Stone covered bridge near Bainbridge, Indiana, in Putnam County, was built in 1915 by J.A. Brighton and is a Burr Arch Truss design and spans Big Walnut Creek at 103 feet long. It was named after a large boulder in the creek near the bridge site that would roll around with the flow of the water in the creek. The boulder was removed after the bridge was completed because it was considered to be a nuisance. Well, we were coming up onto the Baker's Camp. We're coming to the Baker's Camp covered bridge in just a few minutes. This is J.J. Daniels Bridge.
You have arrived.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up there. It looks like it's a Burr Arch Bridge. I am not blocking traffic, but that's somebody's driveway right there. So appears it goes over Big Walnut Creek also. We'll walk up here to the bridge. 1901. Pretty nice little outing out here. You can reach it with the bike. It is paved, but it's got loose gravel all over it. Another well-maintained bridge. It is also used. It's a little narrower, so we'll go down here a little ways.
Dad, there's a flag right here.
There's what?
A flag.
Oh. Hillis Bridge. This bridge is also known as the Baker's Camp Covered Bridge. It was constructed in 1901 by J.J. Daniels over Big Walnut Creek. It is a single span and measures 128 feet long, 14 feet wide, and stands 13 feet high. A short distance to the north is Rolling Stone Bridge, and to the east, the Big Walnut Conservation Area is a Big Blue Huron rookery and roosting area. Apparently it's in Putnam County. Now listen here, I see the bolts. Again, I'm not seeing iron plates. Up, what? Nope, there is. Right there's iron plates. Okay, so this is a, well, at least there's iron plates up there, but they're not into the beams. They're on the cross beams. And of course, iron rods. Has a newer roof, of course, but it does have windows. I don't think we're going to be blocking traffic, anything. But there is just enough room for a car and pedestrians to pass. Looks like they've darkened it out. Probably covering up graffiti, but this is awesome. Now the floor across, of course it has the runners, but these the cross runners underneath this are not diagonal. See there, they run straight across. They have put wood barriers to help protect the arches. If you remember seeing in the last bridge where the arch support actually had been hit, but like I said, this is reachable by a bike. It is paved, but it does have, as you can see, some loose gravel. I would definitely be cautious when running it down through here. The boards are pretty level, so you could probably ride across it without too much of a problem. But I'm gonna go down here and see if I can get a picture of the side. This is a nice, pretty area too. Both these bridges we've covered are nice, pretty areas. So, yes. Awesome. Well, we'll come back to you when we have our drive-through, and we'll walk back across here and get in the truck and drive across, and then we'll go to the next. I love how this is set up. Nice and quiet. Big Walnut Creek, huh? Have my daughter with me today, so I'm going to get another photo of this plaque. All right, we'll be back here as soon as we do our drive across then. All right, we're starting our drive across here.
Head west on East County Road 650 north toward East County Road 675 north.
Off to the next. Thanks for watching. Baker's Camp Covered Bridge, also near Bainbridge, Indiana in Putnam County, is not far from Rolling Stone and Pine Bluff bridges. Nice day drive to see them all, but Pine Bluff and Rolling Stone are on gravel roads. Don't recommend seeing these on two wheels. Baker's Camp Covered Bridge, also known as Hillis Bridge, is 128 feet long, spans Big Walnut Creek, and is Burr Arch Truss design. The bridge was built in 1901 by J.J. Daniels. Pine Bluff Bridge is the third covered bridge in this area, is the oldest being built in 1886, and is an Howell Truss design. The Pine Bluff Bridge was built by J. Brighton and is covered in previous videos in this series I have released. All three are available to vehicle traffic at this time. However, I do not recommend riding on two wheels to see all of them. No, they don't like to be watched, but they're out there plowing. Well, we are coming up on the State Sanatorium covered bridge. I'm not supposed to show them normally, but you see some horses drawing some, looks like they're cutting hay, and those are hay rakes.
In 800 feet, your
Little one
destination will be on the right.
leading 3 horses, and then the other one, the older adult, bringing it up. This is the State Sanatorium covered bridge, built in 1913. There was a car on the other side. That I can't see. We are going to cross it. Its builder was J. Brighton, built in 1913. Burr Arch Truss design.
Your destination is on the right.
State Sanatorium covered bridge is a single-span king post truss spur arch structure. Okay, State Sanatorium covered bridge is a single-span king post truss spur arch structure with a span length of 154 feet. It was constructed in 1913 by Joseph Brighton. The bridge is listed on both the National Register of Historic Places and Indiana Register of Historical Sites and Structures. This structure was originally located nearly 1 mile downstream. A decision was made that the structure would be rehabilitated and relocated to this site. Prior to moving the State Sanatorium covered bridge, this site was the location of 2 other covered bridges. The Adams Bridge, which was destroyed by a flood in 1969, and the Jessup Bridge, which was blown off its abutments during high winds in 1989. The State Sanatorium covered bridge was rehabilitated and moved to this new location during 2008. And I actually have a horse and buggy coming up on me. I'm going to pull off here.
We do have a horse and buggy coming out.
Yes, we do. Going to church probably. Now I know they have a problem with being filmed, so I'm not going to film the Amish coming up here, but I do want to get a picture of the side picture of the view of the bridge. So we'll come up here and get a picture here. There's another one of the sign in the bridge. All right, well, we're going to take off. Head to the next. See you then. The State Sanatorium covered bridge near Rockville, Indiana, in Park County, was built in 1913 by Joseph A. Brighton and is a single-span king post burr arch truss design. It was originally built on the State Sanatorium grounds to allow transportation of coal and other materials over Raccoon Creek to the State Tuberculosis Hospital and Sanatorium. The bridge was rehabilitated and moved to its present location in 2009. The bridge replaced 2 previous covered bridges at this location. The Adams Bridge, destroyed by flood in 1969, and the Jessup covered bridge, blown down in high winds in 1989. If you'll notice, this bridge has lightning rods, which are unusual and are on top of the bridge. Also, if visiting, please watch out for horse-drawn carriages and buggies. Thank you for your watching. Please subscribe and like. Thank you very much.